My name's Austin. People will ask, and they're like, cool, Discovery Place, like what's different? You know, what's actually going to be different this time? And the best way that I know how to answer that question is maybe for the first time, your loved one is going to be surrounded by people that understand him, not people that studied guys like him or anything like that completely understand in a very real and intimate way what it's like to be a drug addict, what it's like to be an alcoholic, the throes of addiction and all that kind of stuff. And then beyond that, what it's like to be a man in recovery. And then even beyond that, what it's like to be a member, a guest at Discovery Place. Every single person on staff here is in recovery. And then more importantly, we're fully staffed by alumni. So you have to have gone through the program successfully to work here. All through my career of drinking and drugging. You know, I'd go to treatment and do well for a little bit. Mom and dad are happy, you know, like they give me a car, or, you know, I do well for a year and, you know, I'm back on my feet. I got a job, I'm paying, you know, my own rent. I'm like doing things that are good, and, you know, but I never actually change from the inside out. So therefore I always drink or drug again. And then I give all that stuff away. I hit that very rare spot where I was out of lies. I was out of options. I mean, I had zero money, no car, unemployable, like this, all the consequences you can think of. And so I called this guy and I asked him, I was like, what do I do? I literally have nowhere else to go. Up, down, left, right, I don't know. Will you show me? What I didn't know I needed, but I got, was to sit down with another man who had literally been in my shoes, who had actually, to some capacity, lived my life. And so that person, when they're talking about, I did that, or I didn't quite do that, but you know, like I knew somebody that did, or I was in that same town doing that same stuff, or, you know, I felt that same way, I thought that same way. Like those sort of things will immediately pique my interest, because I'm looking at a person who lived my life, and then now they're like working, and you know, they have like jobs that are steady, and they're like getting married, and they have kids, and they're like paying insurance on their vehicles, and they're like, you know, being upstanding citizens in their community. Like in the life that I come from, I'm like, that's impossible. That's not going to happen to this dude. You know, it was not my plan to stick around at DP and work and, you know, help people. Like I just wanted to get better and then send me on my little happy way, you know, but obviously something else had a different plan for me. And so 5 years later, you know, here I am still working at Discovery Place. My life is, I don't even know how to describe it. You know, it's a complete 180. Absolutely. And I definitely did not think when I showed up here that was what was going to happen to me by any means. Sitting down with somebody that has been there and done that and then got out of it, I mean, that's so much more valuable, I think, than somebody who went to school for a very long time to learn how to help people like us, you know, and I think there is a place for that. I think there's necessities from that. But the heart of what recovery is about is one alcoholic helping another. And that's what we do here.